Gallifrey gals. Gallifrey gals. Gallifrey gals. Welcome to
Hello everyone, we're ready. What's up? We are the Gallifrey Gals.
And we're getting Wibbly Wobbly.
That's right, we're watching Doctor Who.
I'm Kat.
I'm Paula. We are watching the
Nailed
last
it.
episode. Nailed it. That was that the
know.
most professional intro we've ever had?
Yeah, this is pretty good.
It was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I already forgot. The Prisoners of the Conciergerie.
Something like that.
I think I nailed it too. So
It'll tell us again. I think my brain goes, you don't need to remember that.
because
It's gonna show it to us. It shows us like the last like minute or 30 seconds or
Yeah,
whatever it is
roughly.
of the previous episode.
Yep.
And then we remember. We are watching the very last installment
The Reign of
the
Terror.
Reign of Terror serial
Part 6.
of the first Doctor.
Silly Billies.
And this one has real people in it. We're very excited about
I'm
that.
super pumped.
Although
Yeah.
he did have the cutest giggle.
And that
He had that as a real person.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know, but
it's
that
not
just
because it was animated.
no, it was just it felt like extra childlike. Like, I don't know, like it felt
I think probably
like
because we just saw his like animated smiling face. His head go like this.
he's so cute.
Anyways,
Anyways,
his head floated independently from the rest of
Yeah.
his body.
all right. We're
Yeah,
not
we're gonna watch
gonna
it.
waste anybody's time
No.
anymore. We're going.
We never waste their time, Kat.
Never.
Don't even
You're
say
right.
that.
You're right.
They're here for this specifically. They don't care about
It's
the reaction. They're like, be done with the
true.
reaction. Get back to the
Get
talking.
back to the shenanigans.
Yep.
Always.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I do feel farther away.
Meh.
Okay.
Cool. Look, faces.
Ah! Yes, here we go. Your friend.
Your friend has betrayed us. We came alone, my boy.
And unarmed.
Made a bargain. Let him speak.
I saw to it that you got the key, and I took care of the jailer.
Why? Why should you do that?
What if
You had
he's...
to have the opportunity to deliver it. I am James Sterling.
Oh!
Is it so surprising?
Yeah!
You must have already decided that to be of any use, I would have to hold some position of authority. I prefer to work alone.
You could have made yourself known to me in prison.
Yes, but I didn't know whether I could trust you.
It's all very well, mate Sterling, or whatever your name is, but the only reason I brought you
Sterling,
here-
whatever your name is.
I love him.
I want my granddaughter.
You will give me my
She
granddaughter.
already has been out of that prison. I can use my authority to get safe passage for all of you, to wherever you want to go. No harm will come to Susan, I promise. I gave orders that she was to remain in the cell. Now, you know that's true. First, the message.
Well, Webster said very little. He was badly wounded, as you know.
Yes, I read reports of all arrests in case something like this.
I thought it was gonna be like, I know that. I wounded him.
Yeah, right?
In Webster. The plan was that he was to look for and recognize me. He was a good friend.
He said you were to return to England immediately. It seems that whatever information you have is wanted there urgently.
Are you sure?
Well, he mumbled occasionally.
What were these mumblings about? Well, I'm already planning my return to England. And before I can give Susan and you safe passage, there is
Remember
one more
those
piece of
mumbles.
information I must have. There is another plot to depose him.
Good. Will it succeed, you think?
Possibly. That I should follow Paul Barras, a deputy, and report back on the meeting.
Barras meeting. Webster did speak of that, but he said Barras meeting and
You just said those
about a
words.
sinking ship. The sinking ship. That was it.
Just a moment.
The...
There's an inn called the Sinking Ship on the Calais Road.
I don't know that that's a good
The idea
name.
for a secret meeting.
Right.
Enjoy your drinks, cause this ship's going down.
Barras knows me by sight. He could even know of you, Doctor.
How? What do you mean? He just silently walks over. He's like, all right.
To attend the meeting.
Nonsense. It's far too risky. Why not use your own men?
True, but then they would also know, and they may talk. Then I have no advantage.
We're not going to get away without help.
Quite so. There's Susan to think about.
Then you agree to go.
We agree.
When you get there, I suggest that the innkeeper
You
is
can leave it to us, Sterling.
Sorry. Stay the night.
Wow.
return
Who we
here
thought was a good guy was a bad guy. Who we thought was a bad guy is a good guy.
Classic.
When we reach this fork, we'll see a forest. We'll circle it and ride west.
Hope Susan's okay.
I don't know. If she sees a rat.
I don't
It's all
imagine
over.
she's doing well just on her own in the jail
I
cell,
know.
honestly.
Thunderstorm.
That is some serious rain.
I bound and gagged the innkeeper and left him in the wine cellar. He'll be found when we leave.
I was gonna say, how did she get into this disguise of being a servant or server? She's like, great, I'm so glad to be working like this. I'm a teacher, not a person who cleans up other people's dirty dishes.
Honestly.
What's going on back there that's making the glasses tinkle?
Yes, I know.
Oh.
They look set for the night. Oh, and Jules, of course. Let's put the innkeeper in the cellar.
Looks all right.
I like Ian in this hat.
It's really cute.
You take your cloak, citizen. Right.
You don't have to go undercover, dude. No one here knows who you are.
He's got to lean into it, though. He's acting right now.
Citizen.
Can I get you anything, citizen?
Yes, some wine.
He's gonna find that hole in the wall.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, yes.
Right here.
Bonjour. I mean, how do we say that? Goodbye?
I don't know.
Au
Au
revoir.
Not wet at all.
You're like, wow, you had a scarf over your face in a very suspicious way, dude.
No, did you?
No.
It's Napoleon. Napoleon.
It's Napoleon!
We're quite safe here.
And he just stuck his head out after he took off the scarf.
Yeah, I guess maybe he was just cold.
Interested, obviously, but no more.
Robespierre will be arrested after tomorrow's convention meeting.
Will be.
He'll be tried and executed before his friends have time to reorganize.
He has a talent for commanding support.
Only if he is allowed to speak, and he won't be able to.
A lot of glancing at
I know, I was
some
gonna say,
lips
it's,
happening.
Success or failure means very little.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I also felt the tension.
I believe that to rule a country successfully, one needs a certain support from the people being governed.
Agreed. And how do you plan to raise that support?
With you. Your victories inspire.
I plan to raise your
Yeah.
support.
Mm-mm.
And in your eyes.
It just
What
feels
am
so
I?
intimate.
Am I in your eyes?
General. You would be more than just a figurehead.
I love a man that makes me laugh. Sorry, Paul and I can't help it.
It's because they're having to stand so close to each other for the shots, but
You would be one of them.
they're
Yeah.
like subterfuge
also,
energy
like-
is reading as sexual energy to me.
You're in a strong position, Bonaparte, but hardly indispensable. There are other young men equally ambitious.
In the event of failure, I shall of course deny this meeting ever took place.
Yeah.
I should be ready to take over.
Enjoy while it lasts, dude.
boy. Yep.
As one of 3 consuls.
He won't be content with that. One day he will rule France.
Our only concern now is Susan.
She's only.
I don't care about your revolution.
Yeah, like we know what happens with Napoleon. Like, can we just please get our friend?
Then Robespierre could already be under arrest. I must find out.
Need a strong government, but not a military dictatorship. And it could happen.
It will happen.
Oh, save your breath, my dear. Do as you think fit.
If you can get Susan, take her and join Barbara and wait for the carriage. Ian and myself will join you as soon as we can.
Okay.
You can make sure that he helps us. All right. I'll see you outside the prison. Good luck. What you find so amusing?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, I do. It's this feverish activity to try and stop something that we know is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid so, and we can't stem the tide. But at least we can stop being carried away with the blood.
Yes.
I liked that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is happening now? Who is this? I don't remember.
I don't
because
remember who this is either.
I don't know. The last things we saw were animated, and I don't know who this is. I don't remember now. Oh, wait, is that Robespierre? Is that? They've come for him to arrest him. That's Robespierre. It's
Oh,
because
his hat wasn't on.
I think we only saw him in animated form. I don't know if we've seen his actor yet.
Oh.
Don't be fools, they're just using you. They'll never
Is that Peter
succeed in
Capaldi?
taking over the government
Right.
of France, and the traitors will pay with their lives. I will promise your safety. I promise to save France. I will promise.
That was dark.
You should have let me go in here.
Oh, that was not.
No, Sterling.
No.
They're taking him to the prison.
Yes. It's up to the doctor now.
People don't like you. They're nervous about you being in charge when you just kill people you don't
All
like.
you do
You
is
know what I
just
mean?
kill. Like, oh.
I think the carriage might be here when I return. Will you be all right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we should split up. That makes sense. There is nothing in that container.
No.
Look.
I'll give it to him. He acted like he spilled something on himself.
You!
Literally.
You came back!
I can see you did not expect me.
That was some theater acting.
And the mate was shot trying to run away.
The mate shot?
Shot. Why do you think a high-ranking official like myself came to Paris, I came to make sure of Robespierre's downfall.
I didn't know, citizen.
You thought you'll get away with it.
Get away with what?
Being the mate's accomplice. Take him!
I don't like that guy, but I also feel kind of bad for him.
It's like a back and forth.
I only carried out the orders I was given, citizen.
Orders, orders. I saw you conniving with him all the time.
And how was I to know Lemaitre was a traitor?
You did hit me on the head.
Well, I suppose there's some logic in that.
Yeah. This guy.
He's just kind of
I can't decide
doing the best he
whether you're
can.
a rogue or a half-wit or both. You may stay here in a temporary capacity.
Thank you, citizen. You won't regret it, I promise you.
I hope not. There will be a new bunch of prisoners, Robespierre's friends, so I hope everything will be ready.
Shall I release the prisoner, citizen?
Certainly. Now, let me have the key to the dungeon.
Release everyone
Damn.
else because we need to make
room.
room for the new people.
Wow. Touche.
I mean, he made it work. Revolution is scary.
It is.
Like, things need to happen, but it's a scary thing.
It is scary.
Because it's often, there's turmoil involved, you know?
Didn't take him into the prison.
Yes, we followed them here.
Well, you obviously didn't get to Robespierre.
No, we saw him taken. He was shot in the jaw.
Who's going to be able to see us from here? You might as well explain exactly where it is you're making for.
Well, as far as I can
Why do I
remember,
have to tell you that?
the hideout.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh,
But I'm going back
Susan.
Carriage! Oh, that's better than a tumbrel.
Oh, poor guy. I know he's about to die, and he's done a lot of bad things,
Yeah.
but this is rough. This is rough to watch, honestly.
You gotta go.
About us.
You gotta get out.
What are you going to do now? First, I must find Jean. Then I shall wait somewhere in the country and see how the situation in Paris develops.
No questions. Promise?
Very well, if that's what you want. Now that I'm going home...
Does everyone like Barbara?
I know, now she's like, oh, you're the good guy.
We must travel our way.
Barbara, who are you really? Where do you all come from?
Here they are. He's got Susan.
Who are you really?
Can't tell ya. Can't tell you, bud. Because I'm in love with you.
I get the impression they don't know where they're heading for. Come to that,
Correct.
do any of us?
Ooh. Doctor Who.
Yum.
All right, can y'all find the TARDIS again?
Where'd you park it? It's been a little bit, and you've been through several arrests
Yes.
since landing.
In and out of those jail cells.
And the building that was your check, like your,
Uh,
landmark, gone.
yeah, right.
Burned
it's
down.
burned.
I like how this is how we're establishing
This is the travel.
how far
yes.
we've traveled. Slow pull out of how big the map is.
I do wish there was like a red line Indiana Jones style, right?
Hey.
Oh, they got to it.
Suppose we'd written Napoleon a letter, telling him, some of the things that were going to happen to him.
Suppose if we tried to kill him with a gun, the bullet would have missed him.
Well, it's hardly fair to speculate, is it? Our lives are important, at least to us. And as we see, so we learn. But unlike the old adage, my boy, our destiny is in the stars. So let's go and search for it.
Wow, I loved the ending of that.
Ah, that gave me chills.
Honestly, like, kind of a weird serial, but this last episode, like, the
I
moment
really
in the previous
liked-
episode and then the ending of this, that was so nice. They're like, can you
This-
change history? And they're like, no. It's like, but what about
there's
our
end credits, I
destiny? And
forgot.
it's like, ours is in the stars. Yeah, I have goosebumps from
It
that.
gave me chills. I think it started really strong in the first episode. And I know this can kind of happen with these serials because they're like 6 parts long, and normally in the middle it gets a little...
kind of like their...
Yeah, but this one felt really sluggish.
Yeah, that was
in the
actually, I read a
middle.
review of this one, and it was like, they had this much story, and they needed to stretch it out.
I feel like this ended so much stronger.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And one of the,
Yeah.
like, I mean, out of all of those, like, serials throughout this season, this one had a pretty, like, I don't know, that, like, message at the end. That was, like, really, that was really good. I like that a lot. I like that whole last episode a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole last episode, it's nice when, like, things can just move forward.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, good, this is the last episode, we can move forward. It's a shame when it's like, it has to fit into this 6-episode thing when not every story is going to have enough for that. Like, things should really be the length that they should be, right? Like
that the story
and
you're trying to tell instead of dragging it out.
Yeah, so in the middle there, it did get a bit... I think that's why they had to go in and out of jail so much.
Right? It got a little rough.
It's like, there were like 2 episodes there where I'm like, these were just like the same episode twice in a row. Really.
You know?
But I did like that last episode a lot.
It was
and
so
the end of it, like, but what could we have changed anything? And he's like, we are important to ourselves and our stories matter to us and our destiny is in the stars. I love it. So let's go find it. It was such a cool way to end the season.
I want that, like, on a t-shirt.
Yes. I bet
Our
there's gotta be,
destiny is
right?
in the stars.
That could be a ribbon for next year's.
Yeah, let's go find it. Ugh. That's such a good line.
Yeah.
Gotta mark it down. Can't forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Another classic Who serial under the belt.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. At the end there. I know, got wonky in the middle. You know, but it was still good. It was still good.
The end. We liked the
French
beginning and the end.
Revolution.
So
That was intense with the...
oh, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was tough to see, even though I know he's a bad guy, but to see him get, like...
It's still hard to
I
watch
just
that.
have, like, toxic empathy. Toxic's not the right word, but it's like, I feel bad for the bad guys.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's hard to enjoy anything. Like, I don't like when Scar gets eaten by the hyenas. It makes me feel bad.
That's a pretty rough moment. But also... I don't know. I'm like kind of like, yeah, fuck you.
I have a hard time with it.
It can be tough.
It hurts. It like ruins. Sometimes it can ruin the enjoyment of a character getting like their comeuppance, right? Like it can ruin the like catharsis other people are getting to have because I'm just like
You're like, oh no, but they're
end up
dying.
feeling bad for them. I'm like, but what if it's just because they had a bad childhood? They just wanted to be loved.
No excuses. Can't be chopping off people's heads.
No, it's not nice.
It's not.
It's not nice. It's not a nice way to behave.
You know what is nice?
Subscribing to this YouTube channel?
Liking the video and commenting below.
Yeah, or
Boom.
supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/GallifreyGals, so you can see full-length reactions, access to everything we've ever watched in the past, all of our current watch-alongs. Then we have a Discord community.
Correct.
We've got special behind-the-scenes stuff over there. So go check it out. And a huge thank you to all of our patrons. You make this possible.
It's the truth.
Yep.
It might get... We're going to see what happens. I don't know what we're... Might get wibbly wobbly after this serial. We'll see.
Yeah.
Keep
So
an
stay
eye
tuned
out.
because you never know what's going to happen over here in Doctor Who world.
So catch us next time.
As we watch more Who.
Who?
The Doctor.
Woo!
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.